In September 2019, journalist Henrik Evertsson and his team sent a robot to examine the wreck of the MS Estonia. On the floor of the Baltic Sea, he captured these images of an enormous hole ripped in the hull, 4 meters long.
Whoa, it's completely dented in. As we navigated along the starboard side, we were stunned. The damage was so extensive. We couldn't fit it all into one shot. It just kept going and going. I'll never forget the sight.
Henrik was researching for his forthcoming documentary. After speaking with survivors and experts, he concluded the hole must have been created by some outside force, perhaps by a collision. The case behind the sinking of the ferry Estonia, he said, deserved to be re-investigated.
For one thing, the ship started listing sooner than the investigating committee had presumed. There is a considerable 14-minute discrepancy. And witnesses also saw water under the car deck. So it was leaking in from somewhere.
The MS Estonia sank on September 28, 1994, on its way from Tallinn to Stockholm. When the water first entered the ship, the passengers were all asleep. Only a few survived and were rescued from the icy cold Baltic Sea. 852 lives were lost that night. The mystery surrounding the Estonia's fate remains unresolved to this day. Official records claim the bow hatch came off, causing water to rush into the car deck and sink the ferry. But in the documentary, witnesses say they saw something else.
I saw something white. It was several meters large, and I could see it moving from left to right, while the waves went crashing over it.
Lasse Jonsson lost his daughter in the disaster. He now hopes investigations will be reopened.
Ever since the documentary was released, we've become hopeful that a more careful investigation might look into what really transpired. How could something so terrible even happen? We still don't know, and we don't believe the investigators' report for 1 second.
The sunken ship lies in international waters, and nearly all bordering countries have prohibited dives to let the dead it holds rest in peace, but not Germany. So Henrik Evertsson used a German ship to reach the sunken hull and film what he discovered there.
We scanned the ship from a distance. We never went inside the ship. We placed great importance on ethical conduct and don't feel we've committed any crime.
His footage has now indeed caused the case to be reopened. Sweden, Finland and Estonia have declared a dive is planned this summer. Then they could finally shed light on the most serious single maritime incident in the history of post-war Europe.